It's all square at the break here at the Santiago Bernabeu as Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid end the first half locked in a 1-1 stalemate. Madrid started the game on the front foot and found the opener just 4 minutes in. Valverde's brilliant threaded pass finding Rodrigo, who drove into the box before firing past Oblak with ease. The hosts dominated the opening minutes and nearly had a second as Brahim flicked the ball on for Vinicius, who saw his clever shot on goal denied by a vital block from Gimenez. Atletico grew into the game gradually, and after a handful of half chances, the visitors found a leveler, courtesy of an unbelievable strike from Alvarez in the 32nd minute. The Argentine centre curling dipping shot into the far top corner from the edge of the box at a very tight angle to beat Courtois in what could easily be a goal of the season contender. Real Madrid come out on top in the XG battle, their 0.26 expected goal trumping Atleti's expected goal of 0.11, suggesting that the hosts have created the better chances across the first half. Real Madrid end the first leg of this Champions League last 16 tie with a slender 2-1 lead over city rivals Atletico Madrid, as Ancelotti's side claimed victory at the Bernabeu. The hosts dominated proceedings early on with Valverde setting Rodrigo up for a stylish opener just 4 minutes in. Madrid continued to see more of the ball and create the better chances across most of the first half, with Brahim's flick setting Vinicius up for a second goal, only to be denied by Gimenez. Atletico grew into the game and fired back brilliantly to level things up, courtesy of a stunning goal by Alvarez. The Argentine centre curling shot from a very tight angle, off the left into the top corner to get Atleti back on level terms before the break. It was a slow start again during the second half, but some lovely footwork from Brahim saw Madrid's lead restored in the 55th minute. Atletico bunkered down and shifted to an ultra-defensive approach following Brahim's goal, meaning that the visitors created very few chances across the second half. Madrid nearly added a third late on, but some proactive defending from Llorente saw Vinicius' close-range shot denied, while Oblak saved Modric's follow-up attempt. The hosts lead on expected goal in the tie, with their 0.75 expected goal comfortably beating out Atletico's expected goal of 0.2. The two sides will reconvene just 15 km away at the Metropolitano next week for the second leg. In the meantime, both sides have local Madrid clashes to look forward to on Sunday, with Real Madrid hosting Rayo Vallecano and Atletico travelling to Getafe. That's all from us tonight. Thank you for joining this live commentary. We hope you've enjoyed it. A sensational 7-1 victory at the Philips Stadion against PSV in the Champions League round of 16 first leg. The Gunners went into the break with a 3-1 lead as Mourinho, Nuneri and Timber struck for the English side. Lang pulled one back late in the half from the spot, but they were given a mountain to climb after the break. Shortly after halftime, Arsenal, who created 1.97 expected goals throughout, produced 2 goals in quick succession, with Odegaard and Trossard both finding the back of the net. Later in the half, Odegaard secured his second, striking from range with his effort fumbled by Benitez, falling into the back of the net. Calafiori added the cherry on the cake as he latched onto a through ball from Odegaard, expertly slotting past the goalkeeper. PSV, who created 1.38 expected goals, will need to produce a phenomenal display next week to get back into the tie. The two teams go head-to-head once again in just 8 days at the Emirates Stadium. Many did not give Arsenal any chance, but Arsenal go into the break with a 3-1 lead over PSV in their round of 16 Champions League clash at the Philips Stadion. It's been an eventful match so far, and the Gunners have been clinical in front of goal. They opened the scoring through Timber, who powered home a header from close range after a superb cross from Rice. Shortly after, the English side made it 2 as Lewis Skelly's low cross was fired into the roof of the net by Nuneri. But Marino pounced on a mistake at the back by Flamingo to score Arsenal's third, placing the ball into the bottom corner from inside the box. PSV managed to pull one back late on after Partey gave away a penalty, and Lang stepped up to fire into the corner. The Dutch outfit gave themselves a lifeline in the final minutes of the half, but Arsenal are in the driving seat. That's all for today. Goodbye. Knockout stage started with the high-flying English side. Aston Villa travelled to Belgium to square up against Club Brugge. Event unfolded following a frantic opening to the team's first leg contest, featuring an early goal for both sides. Club Brugge and Aston Villa walked down the tunnel on level terms. It's 1-1 in Bruges. First, Bailey swept home from a Mings header to send the travelling Villa fans wild, but Brugge soon bit back as De Kuipers surged into the box from left back and converted a sharp Zoli's cutback. Later on, both goalkeepers were required to make smart saves though it was the hosts that started to dominate the ball. Emery's men actually lead the halftime expected goal with 0.23 to Brugge's 0.14, and they'll be relatively content with the scoreline at this stage. Meanwhile, Hein will want to take a lead to Birmingham next week, so his side may continue to press forward after the break. A late implosion by Club Brugge hands Aston Villa a precious 3-1 lead in the side's Champions League last 16 tie, as the Villains claim victory in Bruges. Although the visitors went in front through a clinical Bailey strike within just 3 minutes, their host then controlled much of the game, having equalised soon after. De Kuiper's leveller signalled a switch in fortunes for Brugge, who also came close to scoring a second on more than one occasion. But an own goal from Mekle then sparked a spectacular meltdown. With Asensio later adding Villa's third from the spot, notching his 5th goal in 4 games, they finished with an expected goal of 1.27 to the home side's 0.68. Emery's men now hold all the cards before these teams reconvene in Birmingham next week. In the meantime, Villa will visit Brentford in the Premier League while their Belgian counterparts play city rivals Cercle Brugge on Sunday. That's all from Jan Bradel Stadion today, so thank you for joining us and goodbye! Here in Dortmund, and it's the home side that go into the break happier. They lead 1-0 thanks to an Adeyemi goal in the 22nd minute. The game started very slowly, and neither side could get going properly until momentum began building in the 20th minute. A couple of minutes later, Dortmund had a corner that was half cleared to the edge of the box, where Adeyemi was waiting, and he didn't hesitate to slam a half-volley past Chevalier before he could blink to give the game its opening goal. The rest of the half continued at a slow pace, with the odd attack here and there threatening a second goal. Dortmund thought they had struck again on the stroke of the break when Gross poked in from close range, only for the goal to be ruled out for offside. The score is 1-0 to Dortmund at halftime, and they have hugely exceeded their expected goal, with 0.22 only. As for Lille, they have created a measly 0.09 expected goal as they struggle in attack. Opta's live win probability scale has a Dortmund win at 78.8%, the draw at 16.2%, and a Lille win at 5%. It ends all square in Germany as Lille take an important draw back to France with them for the second leg. The game as a whole was rather poor quality, with a lot of the first half being made up of attacks that didn't make it to the final third. Eventually we got a breakthrough and a corner by Dortmund was cleared only to the edge of the box, where Adeyemi was waiting, and in the 22nd minute, Dortmund took the lead. Adeyemi smashed a wonderful half-volley beyond Chevalier in goal before he could even react. That made the score 1-0 for the home team, and before the half was out, they thought they had a second. Gross poked in from close range, but he was denied by the offside flag, which was raised straight away. The second half was about Lille. Despite a dire first 45 minutes, they were dominant in attack, and they got their well-deserved equaliser in the 68th minute. David received the ball on the half-turn, and one played a lovely reverse pass into one Haraldsson, who stretched to get a toe-poked shot past Kobel to level the tie. Chances were few and far between from then on, and the game ended 1-1, which will be more disappointing for Borussia Dortmund. They will have to travel to France and produce an away win to progress onwards. Dortmund failed to build on their expected goal from the first half very much, ending the game with a measly 0.26 expected goal, whereas their counterparts, Lille, ended with 0.86 expected goal. Partly down to the goal, which was from fairly close range. Thank you for joining this live text commentary. Goodbye.